Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Miles. I'm with GreaterDuval Neighborhood Association, and I welcome y'all here. And I'm so glad that you came out to our Audie's Youth Chat and Chew Story Circle. It's Audie's Youth Chat and Chew, healing from the hood, y'all.
Okay.
And then after that, we're going to move right along. We're going to have our facilitator and moderator that's going to come forth and going to get us started. And also, but let me just introduce the team to you right quick if I could. We have Ms. Terry Bailey.
Hello.
Ms. Nika Buchanan, and Chief Mental Health Counselor. We have Mr. Lorenzo, you see back in the background over there, on camera for us. He's going to be doing the videography. And then also we have some special guests here, Moms Demand Action. That's it. They have a survival room so that if at any time during the story circle, if you feel a little overwhelmed, or if anybody in the audience, if you feel a little overwhelmed, or just want to kind of talk about some things, some stuff that's on your mind a little bit more, you need to kind of step away just for a second, you'll be able to go into the survivors room, and we'll have some people there to help talk with you and help you release so you can come back and join the circle again if you need that type of time or anything. Also at the end, we're going to have our own Mr. Nika Buchanan who's going to share some information with you, and so that you'll be able to be aware on how to help mentally stay fit in situations such as we might be talking about today as well. So without further ado, Ms. Pam, would you come and share the poem with us?
Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew, for your vision in doing this. Thank you to each one of you, beautiful young souls who are here to share your stories and to gain insight. One of the things that was in your chair was a card with some exercises that are available to you to do at any moment in your life. And I just want to do two of them with you. One, because the most powerful thing you have is your mind. And you have the ability to control what your thoughts are. In the scriptures, David said, guard my heart, guard my mind, guard my mouth. Words are so powerful, and your breath is so powerful. So if you would, just stand with me. You're going to be seated a lot today. If you would, just stand for a moment. All of you, if you would join us, we'll put your things on your chair so that you are just truly focused on this very moment. Close your eyes if you feel safe, closing your eyes. Softly, soft gaze. And then I want you to just take a slow inhale through your nose. Sounds like this. Now exhale through your mouth. Another inhale. And exhale. One more inhale, and think about that breath that you're breathing that is so intelligent, that it is bringing in the oxygen, exhale, that you need. And then as you're exhaling, You're exhaling the carbon monoxide that the body does not need. You have the ability to do the same thing with your thoughts. You have the ability to release all of the thoughts that don't serve you, that don't make you the gift that you came here to be. Now just open your eyes. The next exercise on the other side of the card, I invite you to take a look at all of these because this is a part of practicing. Peace takes practice. If any of you play sports, play an instrument, as you're studying, anything that we do takes practice. And if you don't have a peace practice in place, that's an indication of the lack of peace that you probably have because we generally don't talk about practicing peace. Well, this particular one is called stop. Stop. Because you have the power to say what you're going to think about, and then when you're not going to think about feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling frustrated, this is a great exercise to do. S, stop what you're doing. Just take a moment and be still. I start every morning in silence because I want to quiet and hear from the one that sent us here. How am I going to hear from the one that sent us here if we're listening to everything else? So just stop. Then the T is for take a deep breath. Inhale and then exhale. Then really think about how am I feeling? And how I have the ability and the power to control those feelings. The P is for proceed with renewed awareness of yourself in the present moment. You have the power to control you. You have the power to control your thoughts. When thoughts are coming that you know are negative, you have the ability to say, stop. It is your mind. I've written a book called The Art of Forgiveness. And listen to the words of this poem. The title of the poem is A Portrait of Peace. We all are artists. And the words that we speak are painting our portrait. So are your words painting a portrait of peace? There is a canvas awaiting. Still, that's your life. A canvas not pressing, but welcoming strokes from every artist in moments of seeking nirvana, seeking silence and peace. Enlightenment, releasing the needs and the desires of dried, brittle, tossed away brushes, distorting the outlines of joy, reshaping contentment out of the darkness of weariness. There is a canvas awaiting. It is your life. The canvas never changes without movement of hues, darkness and light. It is a masterpiece, offering drishti, a focal point. It is your gift, paid in full. All the moments of darkness of your past operating in a sinister manner, making you lose focus, tempting you to leave the light of spherical and emotional bliss for temporary turmoil, interrupting your gaze, and you lose your peace. With each inhale and exhale, accept your peace. It's your gift. Peace, not as the world gives, divine peace. There is a canvas awaiting. It is your life.
Ashe.
Thank you.
Ashe.
So that's the question. What it's gonna take? What it's gonna take to kind of counteract everything that's going on right now with gun violence?
Personally, for me, I think it's gonna take a village. The village. It's gonna take parents to step up and look into their kids' rooms, take the doorknobs off, take the doors off, off the hinges. Just get one-on-one with our kids and see what's going on. Are you having problems in school? You having problems in the community? You having problems with your neighbors? Just like really get down to the nitty gritty and see what's going on with our babies and getting with other parents, law enforcement, other leaders, and just trying to connect to get a better understanding of how we can curb this, because it is bad. And we're losing our babies every day. I mean, I lost mine 3 years ago, and he has children that have to live without their father. And it's just hard, and as parents, we gotta find a solution, get together, and just try to get a handle on it.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I am Terry Bailey. I am a Gainesville native. I was born and raised crosstown off of 5th Avenue, but I did have a stint over here right on 18th Terrace where I lived for probably about 5 or 6 years. So, I just say I am a part of Gainesville's historically black community because I'm from here, I'm from there, but always from the hood. No doubt. And I am so grateful to be here with y'all this morning and participate in this event. I love the concept of chatting too. I love the concept of healing in the hood, because one thing that you will learn, young people, as you continue to grow and get better and better every day, is that every day you need to do a little bit of healing. And so what we hope to do today is offer you a few extra tools to put in your tool chest, your healing tool chest. So not only can you help you can help your family, you can help your community, and help us, like Ms. Pam was talking about, live in peace, live in harmony, have some joy in this world. I am the founder of the Bailey Learning and Arts Collective. Our tagline is Black to Basics. We do everything from a grassroots, boots on the ground ideology. So what that means is we do community education, we do community outreach, we do community collaborations and organizing, but we also focus on the arts, because I feel like creativity is important to every aspect of our lives, whether that is cooking, doing hair, picking out clothes, doing sports. You have to have some type of creative aspect going on. One of the programs in the Bailey Learning and Arts Collective is the Queen's Room. I lived in Atlanta for about 10, maybe 15 years on and off. And during that time, I worked a lot with Black and feminist women's wellness and healing. And so the Queen's Room is a safe space for women to practice what I call the laws of she: self-care, healing, and empowerment. And again, it does not only affect the women. When women, we in general a lot of times are the first teachers. When we have children, and a lot of times we are the people who influence our family members the most. We're the caregivers, and so it's really important that we practice self-care so that we can be our best selves, not only for us, but for everyone else as well. And so nonprofit work does not always pay the best. So with all my skills and talents, I created Terry Bailey Creative Healing and Alternative Therapies, and that's Terry Bailey Chats. So that's who I am. Okay, y'all? I'm gonna be walking back and forth. So, y'all listen to me, but you can still look at the screen. And we have to love on each other. I think that is part of the problem, that our neighborhoods are not as close-knit as we used to be. And I think it's up to us and you to help us move back into a place of true community. And so y'all being here today is a step in that direction. So just want to say a couple of things about what our purpose is together today. To consider the current issue of gun violence and give our opinions on what needs to happen to reduce or eliminate it. To celebrate our resilience. To learn to look at ourselves in a more positive light, even in the face of adversity. To learn the importance of sharing our story and acknowledging that our healing process may help another person through theirs. and to learn new techniques and information about the healing properties of writing, and a couple of other things to add. I'm sorry, sister, tell me your name again. And Miss Tonika is here today. She's going to talk to us about not staying stuck in your trauma, not staying stuck in the negative that's going on, learning, giving you some tools to help you move through those adverse incidents.
So what I'm passing out is a bingo. It says find someone who. So this requires you guys to interact with each other. And under each space is a blank line where you can write the person's name that has encountered that or has that going on. So for instance, it says, find someone who was born in April. So you have to literally get up and talk to the different individuals in your circle and find out who was born in April and write that person's name. When you get a bingo, have you ever played bingo before? So when you get a bingo, you let us know. And I'm sorry. So once we get a bingo, we'll see how you get to interact and what you found out about each other, right? So like Ms. Terry said, we're a family and we want to get to know. If you think of it, we're at a family reunion, right? And we haven't seen each other in a long time. So we're getting caught up. We're getting to know each other. So you have this opportunity, 5 minutes.
We'll take what we need.
Okay.
We got 4 hours.
Oh, that's right. We do. Take time that you need to get to know each other, interact with each other. Go ahead.
So your breath is power. And so also what is powerful is your intentions. So I'm going to give everybody a glass of water. Each one pass one for me, please. And you are going to speak your intention into that water. And then you're going to take a drink. So open your water and speak your intentions for today into the water. And breathe on it. It's your water, your breath. You're not sharing it with anybody. And once you drink it, you want to end up with an ashe, an amen, a so it is, whatever your belief system leads you to. That exercise, more than it being about you speaking in the water and drinking it, it is about you are setting your intentions. You are putting it in your mind, this is what's going to happen for me today. I know it, I affirm it, and so it is. So can I get an ashe from everyone? Ashe. Do you know it? Do you affirm it? And so it is. One of our main objectives today is to focus on, have a discussion about gun violence. It is so prevalent right now. We can't get away from it. For me, as an older person, it is absolutely overwhelming. Because, I grew up, as I said, cross town, down from Fletcher's. I also lived down here where it was so much drug activity and stuff going on next door to me. We didn't need to go out. I just would, go get me a drink and go sit on my front porch because it was a constant show, right? But there was in no way, shape, or form the level of gun violence and gun activity that there is today. Okay? So Does anybody feel inclined to talk about how that affects you as a young person right now? Yes, ma'am.
It makes it hard to enjoy like time out or anything or for the city to even improve for Black people to have gatherings and stuff because it's always going to end the same whether it's fighting or gun violence. Like you don't get to have as many functions in the daytime or at night because people don't know how to keep the kids
Okay.
I feel like people use guns for recklessness and vengeance when it's not really. Guns weren't made for that purpose. They're made as protection, but now it's like you have to be cautious because even if you haven't done anything, there's a possibility that people will just shoot people to cause harm. So that's very prevalent now.
Thank you for sharing, y'all. So we're gonna do this Minty poll. And so y'all bear with me. It's a technology thing and I'm old. So we're gonna hope that it works. So I want everybody to take out your phone. It should still be on silent though. It's when you think of feeling safe, what words come to mind? What puts you in a place of safety? Gardening, painting, staying home, friends, sister, groups, Jesus, calmness, music, peace, family, and home. Would anybody, again, we're going to move through today. We are going to have discussions about gun violence, but I refuse for us to stay stuck in that mode. Does anybody want to share about what they do to feel safe or to feel grounded or to feel, at peace? Stay home? Okay. That's reasonable. Would you like to say? What makes you feel at peace? Be with friends. Be with friends. Great. What about you, young man? Music? All right, y'all. Speak in the mic loud and clear. You don't have one? So there's nothing that brings you comfort and peace? Nothing that brings you joy and happiness? Okay. Well, I hope that changes by the time you leave today.
Dancing.
Say it again.
Dancing.
Dancing.
Isolation.
Isolation. Okay.
Praying.
Friends.
Spending time with loved ones.
Oh, great. I'm saying that again. Boxing. Oh, right. You spar. Music.
Relying on God's promises.
Ashe. Praying. Music. Thank y'all for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. It is absolutely, okay, so like I keep saying, we're the elders now. It's really hard for me to believe that because, I thought I was going to always be young, always be cool, not wake up aching and everything. And I thought that my opinion was always going to be the opinion that counts. But now, as an elder, I'm realizing, hey, even though I have all this experience, I don't know anything. I don't know everything about what y'all do. I don't know a whole bunch about what you do, what your experiences are, and what your opinions are. So I want you to know that the information that you're getting in the group is very, very important to us. It is building our knowledge base, but it's also giving you all the opportunity to get to know what people who might not be in your immediate social circle think. And that is so important. That is so important. So right now, I want to give everybody a chance to take a 5-minute break because we've just been sitting and we've been talking, and then we're going to move into the next exercise, okay? Take a break. And on the side, you can write down different feelings or emotions that you may experience. And as we all know, we can feel multiple different emotions and feelings at one time, right? It doesn't have to be just based on the trauma of gun violence that we discussed today, okay? I want you to take a minute to really do some self-introspection and think about, what am I feeling in this moment? What are the different emotions or feelings that I'm experiencing in this moment? And you're going to take different colors. And you can write your feelings on this side and color in as much as the feeling occupies your heart in this moment. And this is something that you can do at any point throughout your day. When you're feeling excited, when you're feeling happy, when you just need some time to yourself to process your day. This is something that you can do on a daily basis or at any given moment. You can go to yourself, you can do it with a sibling, you can do it with a friend, okay? So I'm going to pass these markers this way and these this way so that you can take some time to do that. Give Ms. Nika a round of applause. Mrs. Ashe. So I want to stress to you again, in your folder, there is a piece of paper that talks about what a limiting belief is and how you can work on changing your limiting beliefs about yourself into empowering beliefs. It is really, really necessary for you to help keep yourself accountable to you. The methods that we talked about today, taking the time to stop and be still, stop and refocus, stop and alter the negative and make it a positive is so very important. And so, I told y'all all that story about myself. But one thing that happened to me when I was going around sharing those stories and talking about growing up in domestic abuse, or talking about being assaulted, because I have experienced violent rape. I have experienced date rape. You know, I go around and I share those stories. And when I first started sharing those stories, I just kept saying over and over again, I'm a victim. I'm a victim of domestic abuse. I was a victim of molestation or rape. I'm a victim, I'm a victim. And other people will be like, oh my God, you shared your story, it helped me so much. And then I would go home and curl up in a ball. But what I realized is that I was going home curling up in a ball because I kept seeing myself as a victim. No matter what you have experienced negative, you have to keep in mind you are not a victim but a survivor. You are a survivor. You are a conqueror. You always have the opportunity to improve your life. Even if you are in trouble in the moment, you have another moment in front of you where you get to claim survivorhood, you get to claim victory, and you get to change what you're doing. You get to alter what you're doing. Like Ms. Nika said, hey, you don't have to stay stuck there in that trauma. You don't have to stay stuck in that negative moment. And so I'm not saying, you know, we're going to sprinkle fairy dust or wave a magic wand and it's going to happen. But I'm saying to you, put it in your mind that you can always do better if you wish, that you are always enough, you are more than enough. In most situations, you have the power to flip the script and rewrite the narrative. You don't have to stay stuck in the negative. You can move forward and be in the positive. If you're finding yourself consistently in situations where you are always in trouble or you are always in danger, it's time to put yourself in a different situation. I'm not saying again that it's going to happen overnight. It is sometimes it's hard to leave people who you really love, but they are negative, right? It's hard to move forward from those people, but you can do it because you deserve better. You deserve better.